Welcome to High School Football Game Night, presented by Scenic Cable Network and Production. Now, here's tonight's game.
Number 54,
Hello and welcome to Wildfield tonight. We're at Riverview Stadium where the Dothan Tigers are taking on Jeff Davis. So let's join Jeff on the field.
Fussing or fighting, okay? You as captains, I will hold you responsible for your team. If you see someone getting out of line, you as a captain, you go talk to them, okay? You rather handle it than us to handle it, okay? If we hope we don't have a penalty all night, but if we do, we're going to call you a white captain and a black captain, okay? And as soon as we call for a captain, one of y'all four come forward, okay? Listen to the option and make your choice. Once you made a choice, we're going to go with it, okay? All right, you are the best in team. I got a 50-cent team from John F. Kennedy. If you would, let us all know what you're going to call before I quit. He said tell me. Doc, we'll do it again. It is head. That way you get you want the ball. You want the ball, okay? That means he gets the ball inside the field. Okay? Thanks a lot.
All right, guys, well, we're ready for the 2013 edition of Dothan High Tiger football, and we're pretty fired up tonight, guys. 6-4 Tiger team from 2012. Should have been in the playoffs, would have gone deep, but didn't work out that way. Jeff Davis Volunteers gang is coming off an 0-10. New coach, new staff, new life. So don't take the 0-10 from last year as an indicator of what's happening. Hey, that's 2012 and it's 2013. I'm glad to be down here, Mitt and Bobby. They've got me outfitted tonight, if y'all want to know, with what I'm going to dub the Gut Cam powered by Waffle House. So we're going to test this thing out and see where it goes, folks. And you're definitely going to get some unique shots tonight, and we're looking forward to it. Bye, guys.
All right, thanks, Jimbo. I like that, the Gut Cam. Coach, it's good to have you back this season. Coach Harry Wayne Parrish.
I'll be back, Mick. Excited about it. Pretty nice. Little sun showers around. I think, and hopefully it goes around us. Pretty good crowd tonight, so we're excited about it. Volunteer, Lord, I coached against them several times. They used to be a tremendous program back when Billy Livings was the coach back in the day, and won the state championship several times. So Jeff Davis has a tremendous reputation over all these years.
They really have. I know you played against them quite a few times when you were coaching at Northview.
Sure. Well, that and Dothan High. Dothan High, really more than Northview. We didn't play them at Northview like we did at Dothan High.
Yeah, so we're getting ready for the Tigers to come through, and welcome to the 2013 football season. It's kind of exciting, Coach. It doesn't seem like it's been a year, but it has been.
That flies by in a hurry, man. It sure does. So we're excited about it. I think Dothan High's got a young football team. I watched them in the spring, kept up with them a little bit here, watching them as time goes along. So I think they've improved a lot since the spring, and they're getting ready for a great year, hopefully.
Yes, and they lost quite a few starters, but I was reading today that offensively they should be okay. They returned 6 starters, but they lost the star quarterback Thomas, but they should be okay. I think they'll be okay. Williams, he got in and he played a little bit last year and he performed well, so I expect him to step up this year.
Yeah, and Coach White is an outstanding coach and done a great job with his program. You're going to have times when you have young teams come along, especially in high school. And, of course, Kevin Jackson is a defensive coordinator and played for me, and I think a lot of him. He's done a great job. And so good coaches, and I'm sure the players are excited. So we'll just see what happens.
So
green and gold, JD.
Jeff Davis will be kicking off, and back deep for the Tigers is number 2. That's DeBrell. And number 4, Connor Egerton. And the ball goes to DeBrell, and he stumbles and falls. But we at about the 25, but we have a flag on the play, so
Jeff Davis might have been offside. It looks like that's what happened. They're going to bring it back. Or they could take it on the 35. Yeah, they'll re-kick probably. Probably what they need to do is re-kick. take them back 5 yards, and go again. I don't think you have the option of 35 when there's a penalty. I think you have the option of either taking it where it is or re-kicking. We're thinking 35 when it goes out of bounds.
So they're going to have to re-kick from the 35-yard line.
Maybe he'll get his footing this time. He slipped down a little bit. Who was that? Tyson Carter? No, was it Tyson or Connor? That's which one? Or
That was
Bell.
Yeah, that was Jabril. So we prepare for the kickoff, and it's a little shorter, and Gabriel picks it up, and he's hit hard at the 30-yard line. So Dothan will be starting at their own 30-yard line.
It's kind of a fumble, a muff thing there, a little short kick, and wasn't expecting it from the other one. So Dothan High's taking over right on the 30. See what Jeff Davis does when Dothan comes out in. Probably the spread. They've been running the spread for several years. They got several of them coming out that
So quarterback it is number 7, Duran Williams. He hands the ball off to number 10. That's Isaiah Long, and he picks up about 6 yards on first down. Coach, a good first down play.
Yeah, they just put a guy in motion to the right and handed the ball to the halfback, fullback there, and ran a little counter to the left. Good first 5 or 6 yards. Back to the same formation, spread formation.
And off that time to the Tigers, and it's going to be up close to a first down, just a little short. And that was Connor Eggleton.
Running the ball, just a straight lead play, just 2 backs in the backfield with a spread, and got a tight end to the right in a spread formation.
So it brings up a second and short, 30 short, and
good job there.
We had offside, I believe.
This early in the year, if you'll do some of that quick snap stuff, you'll catch them, because that's what Dothan High went on a quick snap 2 times in a row, and that time he slowed it up on 3rd and short, did a good job of drawing them off and giving them a first down. And in high school football, all you have to do is be over the line of scrimmage. In college and pros, you have to touch them basically, but that's why it's a little difference in high school and other in pros and college, and that's why it was offside. Because the guy really wasn't offside about a half an inch there, but he was offside.
So Dothan gets the first down on the penalty. It moves the ball out to the 45, pitch back. And a good run that time from number 10, Isaiah Long, and he takes it across the 50 down to about the 43-yard line.
Got to double set then Mitt, and ran just what they call a lead option, a hop back lead option, no dive option, and pitched it back. Somebody came back and made a great play, the wide receiver, and I couldn't get his number. Back to the spread again, trips to the left.
And they hand off again to, that's number 10, Long, and he picks up good yardage that time, takes it inside the 35 down to about the 32. It's going to be close to a first.
They run a draw then for about 7 or 8 yards. Good job. The draw looked really good.
All right, guys, check your running back. Isaiah Long went off hobbling on 1 foot, but I'm sure he'll be back. Doesn't look serious, but let's see what's up.
J.V.L. DeBrill is in. Good pass over to number 1, Tyson Carter, and he takes it all the way down to about the 11-yard line. A good call, Coach.
It really was, Coach. Just what I call a skinny play, just a delayed play with the wide receiver coming across, and hits him in a short crossing pattern, and beautiful play.
So Dothan's inside the red zone, the ball at the 11-yard line, so it'll be 1st and 10. The handoff. And a good run that time from DeBrill again.
Trips to the right and just ran just a short, really counter play, dive play into the right side. Good blocking by the offensive line. They're doing a good job of coming off the ball.
So it brings up about 2nd and 2, and they can get a first down without getting a touchdown. A handoff again that was the number 4, Egerton, and not much there.
Just a straight lead play, power lead play, leading with the fullback, and coming in there, and I thought he had a little crease to the left, but he didn't. Somebody came out of nowhere and got him. So it was we got a 3rd down and go. 3rd down and about 3. They can still get a first down without a score.
Hands the ball off to Egerton. He goes to the right, and he takes it down near the goal line. It's enough for a first down, but short of the touchdown.
Just a counter power play inside, and back's doing a good job of finding the play. The offensive line's coming off the ball real well. They're going so fast, kind of hard to call it. They're going so fast. JD's having a hard time getting adjusted.
Egerton up the middle, and he's hit at the goal line and stopped.
That time JD got set. Dothan High is doing a really good. There's a power play up inside. Makes it second and short, but JD's already got tired. They got the hands on their legs already. So Dothan High slowed it up a little bit. Back into the tight end set, with a regular basic pro set.
Dozier into the game, and they hand it off to Dozier. He goes up the middle, and it's going to be a touchdown.
Just a power play, real good running, real good block by the fullback. 31.
That was Dozier, 32.
31 made the block. Morgan Mendenhall, the senior, looked like he was in there on the play.
So Dothan puts together a 70-yard drive on their initial drive of the game.
Very impressive drive. A lot of quickness. Looked like they were really moving the ball really well. JD looked like they wasn't ready for the fast pace.
We all Pimentel is kicking for about 19 years here at Dothan High. He's an excellent kicker, though, guys.
Yeah, he's one of the better kickers Dothan High's had.
Okay, so Dothan scores with 8:35 left in the first on a 3-yard run by Dozier. Extra point up, and it's good. So Dothan takes a 7-0 lead. So with 8:35 left in the first, the score is Dothan 7, Jeff Davis nothing. Okay, we're ready to start the game after the Dothan touchdown. And, Coach, they put together a very impressive 70-yard drive.
Very impressive. A lot of speed, a lot of quickness, and very organized. Looked very impressive. JD wasn't ready for it for whatever reason. Good kickoff into the end zone.
Volunteers to take over first and 10 at their own team.
Okay, JD will be starting at their own 20-yard line.
They're going to spread, fast action too.
Drop back, a screen pass, and he could go all the way. One man to beat. Wow, and that's number 1, Garrett Kakari Jackson.
Christian Cunningham made the tackle on a great hustle play. He got a good angle on him and came down and made a great play. Christian Cunningham, that 11th grade defensive back. They ran just a typical screen play. They got in trips to the right, and the quarterback dropped on back, kept coming back, flipped it off to the halfback, and beautiful executed. Dothan High really wasn't expecting. That's a good play to call early in the year because they're so aggressive.
So it's a 1st and 10, and they give it to Jackson that time, but he was met hard by number 33 for the Tigers.
Gabriel Black.
So to bring up 2nd and about 8.
2nd down 7.
Wow, that was a quick hit at that time.
Yeah, they had no back set.
Short pass, and it's almost picked off by, that was number 23. He stepped into the pass, Dallas Baxter. Baxter, and he almost picked it off, but it was
he'd
complete.
been gone if he'd picked it off. I think he's kind of shocked it was thrown to him.
3rd down 5.
So to bring up 3rd and about 5.
Going quick action two, no back set. Well, one back set. Sprints to the right.
And it's complete. And he's going to be stopped just shy. Well, they're going to give it a touchdown. So that was a 13-yard touchdown pass for Jeff Davis.
Had the back coming out of the backfield. They got into no back, really a one back set. The back slid out in the backfield on the flats, and quarterback semi-sprinted, and nobody really was there to cover him, and he flipped it off to him. It's just Dothan High had the same problem. Yeah, they look like they're hustling a little bit more, but they had the same problem. This hustling, this fast offense with not anybody having time to really think.
So JD comes out and strikes right back for a touchdown with 7:15 left in the opening quarter. Extra point attempt up, and it's no good.
Yeah.
It's a big point there.
Yep.
Big point there.
You know, guys, the field observation on this tells me that Dothan High just got caught a little flat-footed after the touchdown there, and it was not, you know, a couple of good, nice calls, obviously, by Jeff Davis, but, you know, nothing Dothan High shouldn't have been ready for and shouldn't have defended. So let's see what the next two series bring us.
Well, I'll tell you what, you know, not trying to defend either JD or Dothan High, but it's really hard to simulate game stuff, especially when they're this speed offense. It's really because, you know, this is something you have to be ready for every play. It's hard to get the plays in, hard to substitute, hard to think because it's just you're not huddling. So it's really, really fast. And so as this game goes on, probably both of them will settle down. I thought JD was a little more disorganized than Dothan High, but I don't know that. But as time goes on, you'll see this settle down probably. They'll get used to the speed of the game. Kicking off, kickoff return.
So we get ready for the kickoff. Both teams scored on their opening drives. There was an 80-yard drive for Jeff Davis and a 70-yard drive for Dothan. And Egerton picks up the ball, so Dothan will be starting at their own 23. 28, okay. So pretty good starting field position for the Tigers.
Go back to the same thing, the hurry-up offense, moving along real quick. Dothan High's got trips to the left, one back sets, two split ends, obviously, with no tight end. And
Williams drops back, and it's incomplete. He had some pressure that time, so he had to get rid of the ball.
there's a little mix-up there. Like some of them thought it was a screen play, and some of them thought it was just a quick dump. I don't know. I didn't know what really went on. Second down and back to the spread. One back set. Trips to the left. One back set.
Hand off to DeGrill, and he's hit hard, and he loses the ball, and it's a fumble.
Loses the ball, and they give it to JD on the 29.
Hey guys, we were close on it. I will tell you, it was very close. Whether he actually had control as it went out of bounds, but you know what? This guy in the striped shirt says it is, so it is. And I'm not saying it's a bad call. Actually, it's a good call. It was very close, but it was a good call.
It could have gone either way, in other words.
So Dothan commits the first turnover deep in their own territory. So Jeff Davis with excellent field position. They'll be starting inside the 30-yard line. 7:02 left in the opening period. Dothan leads Jeff Davis 7-6.
JD in the spread again. They got twins to the left. Now they're shifting. When they shifted, they didn't. They snapped the ball. I think they accidentally snapped it.
Good pursuit that time by the Tiger defenders.
I think what happened, they were supposed to shift, and when they hollered shift, the center snapped the ball, and Dothan High took full advantage of it, so lost about 5 yards.
And on that play was Jeremy Saffold and Joshua Biggums for the Tigers.
Back to the trips again. JD in the trips. Split in to the right, to the left. One back set.
Morano is the quarterback. And good, that was good from the backside by number 9 for the Tigers. That was
Trail Lee.
Yeah, Lee did a good job of coming from the backside and making the stop.
A good job. The back really ran into the offensive lineman and gave him time to get there. And the back didn't read the play very well, and that helped Dothan High a whole lot. Third down and back to the spread with trips, run a quick screen.
Good stop.
Good tackle there. It's Marcus Sims, number 8, defensive back. I believe that's who it is. Did a great job of open field tackling. They ran just a real quick wide receiver screen, split end screen. Makes it 4th down and long. Changing the nose guard around, took 70 out, put Justin Hinton in, 11th grader, and they had Ladarius Daniels in there.
So it's a 4th down timeout on the field. 5:44 left in the first period. Dothan leads 7-6. 4th and about 8.
Got a tight end set to the left, got motion to the left, and take the speed sweep.
Drops back and it's picked off.
Got a chance to do something, we'll go.
And I'll tell you what, he's still on his feet. Good. That was an interception by the Tigers. I'm trying to get his number. That's number 88. Is it Jimbo?
28, isn't it?
Number 28. Okay.
26.
Guys thought it was 28, wasn't it?
26.
That was Octavius Baxter.
Is that an 8? That's an 8.
28.
28, yeah.
Octavius Baxter.
Great. That was a great interception.
26 is Christian Cunningham. He'd been playing, so I don't know if it. Yeah, really good play. He stepped right. Here we go. Back to the going so fast.
Dothan starts. And he's still on his feet. Good run that time.
Just a straight dive play, really outside lead play is basically what it is, but it's going so fast they're in a hurry-up offense. And they're going to trips to the right now with one back set. They're doing a good job of checking off, of calling the play, and moving along.
That time they called Egerton before he could get going.
Same kind of thing. It was a cross dive, really faked the dive one way and gave the other. And didn't look like JD's kind of settled down with the speed. I told you it would get better and better. They're going to get used to each other a little bit. Double twins, two split ends both sides, 2 receivers both sides.
3rd and 4 for the Tigers.
Offside, should be a penalty. Didn't jump, didn't quite make it. One back set, he's making the calls.
Williams, and he keeps it up the middle. He's got some running room, and he's still on his feet down to the 20-yard line.
This is just a hot back lead option, what they call it, not a dive option. That's the same play that LSU hurt Alabama with so bad. And here Dothan High comes out, not a dive, he just hopped back, and nobody took the quarterback, and he just turned it up and made good yardage.
That was about a 28-yard run by Williams.
Trip to the right, just a straight dive play, basically what a straight power play. Really hard running.
Wow, great running. Boy, he's carried the power with him. He's carried the power for about 10 more yards. Wow.
Who is that?
That was number 32. Dozier, Deion Dozier. Wow, he's a load. So it brings up 1st and goal. The ball inside the 5 at about the 4-yard line.
Those sides in a pro set to the left now. Twins to the right. Just running straight power.
Egerton up the middle. And he stopped shy of the goal line. And I tell you what, Dozier really looked running. A lot like Lacey that time.
Yeah, really hard running. Very, very good running. He's a 10th grade running back.
Wow. So it brings up 2nd and goal. The ball on about the 2-yard line.
Dothan High's in the pro set again. 2 back set.
And off the Dozier, he just takes it in. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. That was an amazing turnaround because Dothan turned the ball over deep in their own territory, and then they were able to force a turnover on 4th down, an interception, And they were able to take the ball down.
Really good defense there on Dothan High's part. Really good offense. I tell you what, it's amazing to me how well they both look at this. JD too for this time of year. Both of them look like it's more. You know, they've played a few games already.
Pimento's up for the extra point.
Not an automatic, but it almost is for him.
Up.
He just pops it in, and he like he follows through. Great job, great kicker.
That is good. So Dothan scores another touchdown with 3:24 left in the first. And the score is the Dothan Tigers 14 and the Jeff Davis Volunteers 6. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network. Okay, we're back as we prepare for the kickoff. Dothan put together a 48-yard drive after the interception. And Dozier takes it in from 2 yards out to make it 14-6. Back deep for Jeff Davis is Jackson. And number 10 is Barnes. So it's a touchback. So Jeff Davis will be starting on the 20-yard line. They're on 20.
The last drive, I think, Prince Rogers, Ladarius Wimbush, Chris Cooper, Chris Breedlove, all of them did a really good job of blocking for the offensive line. I'm trying to get all of them numbers with this new year, and I'm trying to make sure I know all of them. But we've got them nose guard. We've got big number Ladarius Daniels in the middle, 11th grader.
So it's 1st and 10, the ball at the 20. Drop back pass. And it's complete for a gain of about 5 yards.
Just a quick pop pass to the wide receiver. Good job pursuit by Dothan High.
That was
had a man wide open down the middle of the field here and didn't see him.
That was Jennings on the reception.
But, glad he didn't see him.
So to bring up 2nd and 5.
Motion trips to the left in motion. They just went in motion. There's going to be a little penalty there to bring it back.
So that should nullify the 5 yards they gained on the previous play.
False start on the offense, 5-yard penalty.
So a 5-yard penalty, so it will be 2nd and 10. Nora is the quarterback.
No back set, man in motion.
And it's a bad snap.
Bad snap, get on it.
Smart thing that time by Jennings is falling on the ball instead of trying to make something happen.
Took a big loss, but it's a smart thing to do. Big 70's coming off the field. Daniels is coming off. I think they're getting there all their skill guys in there for the 3rd and long. Putting their little quicker, faster guys in there is what Coach Jackson's doing. They hurry up so much, you have to try to match your personnel with what the situation is.
We have a timeout on the field with 2:10 left in the first period, and the score is Dothan 14, Jeff Davis 6.
We were laughing.
Okay, so we're back as after the timeout. The ball, this is 3rd and extremely long, Coach.
Justin Hinton back at nose guard, and hope we didn't jump off sides there, and we did. The left defensive end for Dothan High jumped off sides. That's that number 9. I think it's Latrell Lee, the linebacker, outside linebacker or defensive end, I call him. Anyways, no back set. This hurry-up offense is, and the humidity, and it's tough the first night of the year, humidity like it is, and everybody having to go so fast. Got to be in pretty good shape.
So it's still about 3rd and 20.
Jackson got some of the substitutes in there, No back set.
He goes deep.
Got a man up the middle on a deep post.
Overthrow it.
Good job of coverage there. Really good job of covering by the defensive back.
That was number 14.
Hey, guys.
14.
Yeah,
Josh Biggums.
We got a flag over here on this sideline. I may have a defensive holding over here. Let's see on the receiver, on the DB over here. Let's see. It's at about the 30, so, you know.
That was, I think it's 21 too over there.
Face mask on the defense, so that will be a first down. Will it? Coach, is it automatic first?
It's a personal foul. It's not supposed to be.
Okay, well, it's not.
But
They'll move it up 15 yards, but they have more than 15
That's
yards
what
to go.
I'm thinking, but I don't know if it's so. Well, a personal foul is an automatic first down. That's what they call it. I don't think what the referee's calling. What he calls it, they got 3 ways of doing face. Yeah. No, it's not.
So it's.
I think it was, but the face mask is called several ways, but it's not. So it's not a first down. It's 3rd and 5. They got gained a lot of yards with it.
Yeah, so 2:02 left in the first. This has been action-filled first quarter here,
Coach.
Coach.
It's been really exciting. I enjoy watching this. Dothan High has done a good job. They got some. I think Dothan High has really improved from the spring. They've gotten a lot better. They got the defensive backs all huddled together. They've got Brandon Freeman, a defensive back. Number 20 is Jordan Small, a defensive back. 27 is Freeman again. I'm sorry. Number 8 is Jamarcus Sims. He's 11th grader defensive back. Defensive backs got them all huddled together, and I'm trying to think who all. I can't see the other two. Got who's there with the coach? Number 11. Trail Anglin, I think, is who it is. 14, excuse me. Josh Biggums and 20. Jordan Small. So he's got all of them out there. I've got them all marked now. We can keep this and have this, and we know what we're doing here. But defensive back on this side coming toward the press box is Brandon Freeman. He's a senior defensive back. He's on one split end. And number 20 is a sophomore over there. I think it's Small on the other side. Anyway, they're in 2 tight ends now. They did a regular basic pro set. Well, 1 tight end basic pro set. And he moved and bring it back now. Now it'll be 5 yards against them. They're in motion.
Yep, they've had a few of those calls here in the first.
Yeah. Getting a little sloppy, but it's kind of like a first game now in a way. That's the first time JD's gotten a pro set. They've been in spread offense all day, and then they got in a regular pro set. A pro set is a tight end and a split end and a flanker. Just like that's what they call a pro set. Now they're back to trips to the left with a single wide receiver and 1 back set. Change up.
So it brings up 3rd and about 8.
Now a draw play.
Good call. Draw play. He's got some running room. He picks up the first down and moves it out to near the 40.
Real good tackle. Christian Cunningham, an 11th grade defensive back, made the open field tackle. Did a good job of getting his head in front and really good tackle.
That was Jackson with the carry, so it brings up a 1st and 10. The ball inside the 40 at about the 39-yard line.
It's hard to get kids not to overrush. You got to kind of keep under control. It's really tough to teach them. Got a pro set now. Just to run a straight power play and
good
tackle.
hit.
Good tackle there by Javon Granger, a linebacker. Number 5, I believe, is what I'm
right.
Yeah,
it was 5.
Number 33 is Gabriel Black. He's a senior defensive back. It's really hard to get defensive linemen in high school. Our pros, our colleges kind of form a wall and not get back too deep. That's why that draw play works so well. And they're in a regular, just a 3-man line, and
so it brings up a 2nd and 6.
Motion with 2 backs now. First time they ran a 2-back set. I thought they were in motion then with my lineman.
He goes deep and overthrows his intended receiver. Wesley was the intended receiver.
Jordan Small, 11th grade defensive backs. Number 20, I believe, is covering if I can see it good. The quarterback's just putting a little too much air under it. He's giving him a little too much air. He needs to take a little off, but But I thought Jordan did a good job of covering it. I think if that's something I'm correct with 2-0, and I am right. It's 27 or 20? 27? Brandon Freeman.
So it brings up a 3rd and 7.
27 on this end.
Goes and it's complete over to Jackson.
Well, that's number 20 over there. That's what I was talking about. The number 20, he's Jordan Small again. That was just a stop route, just a straight out route. Really, basically, did a good catch and throw. Jordan did a good job of covering, even though he caught the ball. They're changing formations a lot and going really fast. In a pro set, and the trips to the right now, and the short trips. And he's running just a counter play and moving a hole.
Wesley, that was a Jackson. He takes it down to about the, and we have a flag.
Add on to that. Our defensive line is just, like I said, they're overrunning the play. They're getting too deep back there, and instead of forming a wall, and it's causing some problems up front. But it really is hard them changing formation so much to stay with your basic fundamentals, and that's what's kind of happening with the fronts on this drive. And then like you said, we have a penalty here. That's going to hurt some. It's going to be a personal foul for about a 15-yarder.
After the play, they hit out of bounds on the defense.
They hit out of bounds.
So a good run that time by Jackson. And
offenses they're running nowadays are they're so fast paced, and you can see Dothan High, they're in good shape, but you can see them getting a little bit tired, and you get frustrated because you get momentum changes so fast when you're down there playing, and you feel the momentum change or coaching. The momentum changes so fast, and it's hard to, when you huddle, it gives you time to get your breath. And when offense gets momentum, it's really hard to concentrate on doing fundamentals every time, and that's what that discipline comes in to have to do that. And both teams are having a hard time doing that right now. They're in a 2 tight end set now, 1 tight end set, pro set, just running a quick, I call a quick banana route out there, and number 2 kind of curled out. Number 5 was blocking and incomplete. Almost was behind him. Almost could have picked that up and ran with it. It was almost a lateral. When you throw a quick screen, you better throw it in front of you. They're back to the changing formations. JD's changing real quick. And tight end, pro set again. Always in the gun, pro set. The twins to the right.
Oh, that was Jennings. He took off a little early that time, and it's going to cost his team 5 yards.
Mitt, there's really no excuse for some of this because you just look at the ball. You don't have to worry about the count because you can't hear it anyway, so you look at the ball. And first game jitters, but, some of this is just discipline. Jeff Davis has hurt themselves.
Ball start on the offense, 5-yard penalty.
They've overcame some of it. They really have. They've had some good plays to overcome it, but they're fortunate. Back to a pro set again with tight end, in other words, with really 1 back instead of a pro set. And in motion with the left, the tight end side. Run a quick stop route. All that is about a 5 or 6 yard stop. And it has a timing route. The quarterback comes up and throws it. And I thought Dothan High might pick that off. They did it a minute ago earlier. They might pick it off another one.
That was Darius Wesley on the reception.
Yeah, that Jordan Small, number 20 over there, defensive back, doing a good job. He's doing a good job of coverage. Their trips now to the left over here, to the wide side of the field, and 1 back set, split in to the right. Take the draw. No, we got to hand it off to the draw. It's kind of a fake draw, and then gives it to him from the other hand. That was a pretty good job there. But anyway, Dothan High did a good job of snuffing that out.
That was Jackson, and he loses 5, so it brings up 4th and about 20.
I think a host of Dothan High players. They got number 70, Ladarius Daniels, the defensive line. Number 77, Justin Hinton is 11th grader in that defensive line. And outside defensive end is Brandon Helms. They got him there.
And so that's going to end the first quarter. So at the end of 1, the score is the Dothan Tigers 14 and the Jeff Davis Volunteers 6. We'll be back with the second period of action after this timeout. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network. Back as we begin the second quarter of action. And Dothan still leading 14-6 as
fourth and long, man.
Yeah, it's fourth and very long. And Dothan had them backed up earlier, Coach, but they had a personal foul which gave Jeff Davis a first down. They were deep in their own territory, and they were able to move the ball inside the 15. But they've had a couple of penalties and a couple of losses. And
Jeff Davis hurt themselves. Man in motion to the right, split ends, 2 split ends one way and 2 now to the right, double split ends. Pretty good pass rush on him now.
Intercepted.
Great job.
And he's still going.
Got him all the way. He's gone.
Still alive.
They'll block him. Oh, my goodness. Didn't block for him.
That was number 27 for Dothan. Brandon Freeman
had a chance. One of the defensive backs, I'm not going to mention, had a chance to clear him, but he didn't. He couldn't quite understand how to turn into an offensive player. He was trying, but he needs to learn to shift to offense. But anyway, he would have broke free all the way because he had one man to clear and gone. A beautiful interception by Freeman down there at the goal line. Great coverage.
Right, it was. He played that perfectly, Coach. He stepped right in there between the offensive player and the ball and picked that one off.
Trips to the right. Just a counter. Great job.
Wow. That was number 19. Is that number 9? Number 10. These numbers are a little hard to see sometimes.
I know, and I'm trying to get them off.
Hey, Mitch, right, it's number 19. You're probably not going to see Isaiah Long. He's on the sideline with ice on his ankle from that early play, so here we go.
Good hard running.
I'll tell you what, I'm liking what I'm seeing with these Dothan backs. They're not going down with the first hit.
He's a ninth grader. He's a young guy, young guy. I was going to say a minute ago, Isaac Long, the center, number 65, if I'm right, Jimbo, and number 65, he did a great block a minute ago to free that guy. We got 66. Prince Rogers is doing offensive line, doing a good job. Cooper.
Hand off to Egerton, and he goes up the middle, and he takes it inside the 30 down to about the 26.
Connor Egerton, good job with offensive line. They're doing a really good job. Cooper, Breedlove, Ladarius Wimbush, Prince Rogers, Isaac Long. Did double in a spread set. Twins to the right, 2-back set, really.
Pass over to Egerton. He gets a good block, and he takes it inside the 15, and it's enough for a first down.
They get people so off balance. They're coming out and just had the wide receiver out pretty much. Everything's going so fast it's hard to keep up with everything, but it's just a quick pop pass really is all it amounts to. Connor Eggleton did a good job. Trips to the left. Everything moving so fast.
Oh, wow.
Just a quick post then and almost complete. He just threw it a little bit behind him.
Yeah, it was a little low and behind. It was that Carter Tyson. Can you see that number, Jimbo?
Yeah, not from where I am, not from my vantage point, guys.
Yeah, that was Carter Tyson. Tyson Carter, excuse me.
Straight dive play. That's who's running the ball then? Let's see. 36. Deion Dozier running back.
Dozier has both Dothan touchdowns tonight.
Good job.
He's a load.
Yeah. Twins to both sides. Hurry up offense again.
He's a 10th grader, too, 225 pounds.
Dozier in the backfield. On the same offensive line. He's calling the checkoffs there.
Williams, ooh.
Beautiful pass. Just a post pass in the end zone. He just really should have had it, but it was to Brandon Hams, the 11th grade wide receiver, and good pass, good throw.
It was. So it brings up a 4th down and 4th and long.
Two tight ends now, basically. We're going to try a field goal. That's what's going on. Never mind. Got somebody not there. Connor didn't get in there. It's going to be a little wing. This is pretty much a chip shot for our great kicker here. Lewis.
It's good from, that was a 34-yard field goal.
Pimentel, is that how you pronounce it?
Pimento, I think it is.
Pimentel. Need to learn that name. As good a kicker as he is, he does really well.
He really does.
He's got to be a senior by now. He's doing a really good job. He's a senior kicker. I expect he'll sign with somebody or he'll have a chance to go to college and play.
Yeah, so Dothan goes up, and that was all set up by the interception by Freeman down near the goal line. Yeah, Jeff Davis goal line, and then he did a really good job returning the ball back for the Tigers. So they score a field goal with 9:40 left in the first half, and Dothan goes up by a score of 17-6. Dothan kicks off after the field goal.
Pretty good kick to the end zone. He's kicking a little.
He's got some running room. Out to about the 35, and he's going to be brought down.
Right.
So Jeff Davis will be starting.
19. Tyson Williams made the stop. I thought Pimentel was over there too at helping, but that's a good job by both of those guys. But good kick. He hit that in a little low and didn't get enough air under it, but that caused a little bit of a return. That was part of the problem, but he's a really good kicker. Got trips to the right, put into the left, the hurry-up offense, moving along real fast. Just a straight dive play. Dive option is really what it is.
That handoff to Jackson. He picks up about 3.
Good job over there. Ladarius Daniels made that play, and he's playing defensive end now. He's playing defensive nose early in the game. He's playing defensive end. And back in the trips to the right, same thing. One back set. Obviously in the gun. Just a straight. It's the same option play again. Good job of option then there. That's Christian Holland made that play.
That was Sankey.
Same thing. Hurry up offense. Trip to the right.
So it brings up 3rd and about 3. And it's going to be enough for a first down by Sankey.
Just a dive option is all they're trying to run, and Jamarcus Sims made that play, defensive back. It's hard to get disciplined every time with it moving so fast. The 3 defensive line, they're the ones that really in charge of stopping this option play. He just fakes in there and reads the backside in, or according to who he's reading, or an inside tackle, and it's an option. He then keeps the ball this time.
Keeps it, tries to get to the outside, but nothing there.
And he should have given that ball then. Then you got Jamarcus Sims that made the play on that one, I believe.
Yeah, it was. Great play by Sims. He read that one, and that time Manoa was only able to pick up about a yard.
You got Malik Reed coming in and Justin Hinton coming in. Same thing, hurry up offense, trip to the right.
2nd and 9.
Just a quick hitch route, quick
and
stop
it's incomplete.
Route. I thought he was in motion over there, but anyway, he wasn't. And did a good job of tackling over there. Who is that, number 2? Is that Jabel DeBrell? Is that 2 or 6?
So it brings up a 3rd and 9.
Got trips to the right again. Tried to run the screen again, but did a good job that time of Malik Reed, number 12, a defensive end on that side over there, did a good job of reading that play. That's the play they broke on the first play from scrimmage for about 60 yards. Same exact play, but they did a better job of reading it.
That was good pressure that time from Latrell Lee. So it brings up a 4th down back deep for the Tigers. It's Connor Egerton.
Got the punting team in there real quick, and we got Connor back there returning. Hurry up again. Everything's hurry, hurry, hurry. Oh, almost over his head.
It's over his head.
Got to get him.
Boy, he was still able to get off a good punt.
Yeah, real good punt to that.
Wow.
Dothan High had the return on, and then all of a sudden it turned into a over-the-head thing, and that was lucky for JD because Dothan High had the return on. We had Malik and Latrell Lee back there on him. Almost got him before he kicked it.
So Dothan will be starting at the 27-yard line. 7:32 left in the first half. Dothan's up 17-6. They have led the entire game. They scored first with 8:35 left in the first with a 3-yard TD run by Dozier, and Dozier has 2 touchdowns tonight. Williams goes deep for Stansell. Stansell goes up high and is intercepted.
Not quite enough there. That was a really good interception. Jack Stansell there almost got it. He just didn't have inside. He's got to get inside position on the defensive back, and defensive back did a good job of getting inside position. And we got back with Dothan High the same thing, 77-70. That's Justin Hinton and Ladarius Daniels in at the line, and
so Jeff Davis gets the ball right
Gabriel
back.
Black at middle linebacker.
Dothan turns it over on first down.
Run the option again, quarterback keeping, and does a good job of doing it. Malik Reed is doing a good job. He's he's kind of around the ball all the time. He read the quarterback keeping it and made the play. They're running the option. They're running the gun option all the time.
They brought in a different quarterback. That's Whitlow in now. Minori was in.
They moved Malik over here to this defensive end. Same thing, twins to the right. Now it's just a straight out pass. And we did a good job of covering by Christian Cunningham, 11th grade defensive back. That was just a quick out, but number 2 from JD, and we did a good job of coverage, so that makes it 3rd and long.
So the ball at the 36-yard line.
Trips to the right, hit 70. They're moving. They're looking at something on what they're looking at, changing the defensive front. But draw play, but we got a good job of stopping it right there. That was
nowhere.
Yeah.
He lost a couple on that one.
That wasn't real well executed, and we did a good job of the defensive line did a good job of penetrating and stopping that draw. That draw, has hit us for a couple of bad yards. It was both of them 77 and 70. Big Ladarius and Big Justin Hinton did a good job and Malik Reed did a good job of stopping that play.
So Dothan, the boys giving up points on the turnover.
Looks like we lined up offside. We better watch out. Nope.
Egerton picks up the ball. He's got some room on the outside. And
good job.
He returns the ball on to about the 42-yard line on the Dothan, on the Jeff Davis side of the field.
Trail Angle had a real good block then. He was on the punt return. Number 11 came back and did a really good job at blocking the JV guy to free Egerton to get him a few more yards. We heard the ooh and the ah in the stands. It's going back to got a heat timeout. I think they're going to have to change his heat timeout bit to 3 times.
Yeah.
this is instead of 1 time because it's not enough with the way this hurry-up offense. I think they need to relook at these rules.
I'm going to quickly recap while we have a break in action, I'm going to quickly recap the scoring. Dothan scored first with 8:35 left in the first on a 3-yard TD run by Dozier to make it 7-0. Jeff Davis on their first possession put together a 80-yard drive, and it was capped off with a 13-yard pass for the touchdown, but they missed the extra point to make it Dothan 7, Jeff Davis 6. Dothan next score came with 3:24 left in the first on a 2-yard run by Dozier to make it 14-6, and Dothan scored again on a 34-yard field goal by Pimento to make it 17-6.
The same offensive line in there. We got it Long, Rogers, Wimbush, and Cooper, Breedlove. Motion, Egerton in motion, quick screen to him, quick pass to him. Good job by Jeff Davis. Missed a block out at wide receiver. That's just a quick, that's really all that is a quick sweep is what it amounts to. But Jeff Davis did a good job. Hurry up offense again. We're going fast, trips to the left. You better hurry up and settle down. They're kind of getting used to it.
That was Coleman on the stop for Jeff Davis.
One back set, trips to the left. Running a quick screen.
Stansell. He's got some running room, and he breaks a tackle and picks up a couple extra yards, takes it inside the 20 down to the 18-yard line.
Really good job. A quick screen did a good job blocking for him. Good catch and run by Stansell, Jack Stansell. He's the senior wide receiver. And
Jack just got a scholarship to Harvard.
Yeah, he's smart enough to catch a ball, isn't he?
Yeah, and he's going to be playing football for Harvard.
That's right.
Hand off to Egerton, and he stopped that thing short game.
It's just a lead play from the trip set, but yeah, he can definitely play. I saw that last year. Jack's a really good athlete, obviously a brilliant guy, and so he can play up there because that football up there is tough, but it's probably a lot like 6A football in Alabama.
Egerton is going to be thrown for a loss.
Yeah. But he would do anybody proud. We're proud to have him at Dothan High. Jack Stansell, 25.
So it brings up 3rd and about 9 for the Tigers.
Twin set, Jack one side, Egerton to the other, and Brandon Helms motion. Did a good job of calling the snap count and changing it. And Dothan High offensive line is doing a good job of not moving and getting a 5-yard penalty. That really helps to move the ball a little bit. So it'll make it 3rd and about, unless some on Dothan High move. Here I'm bragging on it.
Hey, guys, while they're talking about it, I will tell you something referee did a second ago over here, line judge, I like. We'll come right back behind after Jackie calls this.
We got encouragement on the defense, 5-yard penalty.
What happened is the offensive line did a really good job of staying in there, and they've got Jack in at tight end now, which gives he moves into a tight end, so they're getting a pro set now.
They give it to Big Dozier, and he rolls over a player. It's going to be up close to a first down, depending on the spot.
Yeah, his nickname ought to be Bull.
Good one, JB.
Yeah, exactly. What I was going to tell you what I liked a minute ago, the line judge, one of the guys, Dothan High guy, was jawing a little bit. Instead of throwing a flag and all that, he stopped him. He said, "Hey, number 6," he said, "keep your mouth quiet." So I like that. I like it when they give them some warnings and kind of keep them all in order and do that instead of just flagging when they could. So, good move there.
Right. Pro set to the left. Got 2 back set.
4th and short.
Running the power play.
Dozier, not only does he get the first down, he takes it down to the 1-yard line. They're going to say it was down.
He's going to be down at about the 6-inch line was down. So all that activity in the end zone was just extracurricular. So we're looking well right here. And I'm going to really go out on a limb here. I'm pretty sure Bull Dozier's going to get it if the quarterback doesn't go over the top.
Pro set, run the power play.
Touchdown, Dozier.
Bulldozer, I like that nickname, Jimbo. And that is Dozier's 3rd touchdown of the game.
Hey, by the way, I wasn't very smart calling that. Jethro Bodine could have called that one, but nonetheless, nice play and nice use of the run on that series. You got a guy like Dozier, and you see these guys on Jeff Davis starting to get some hands on hips. I'd keep that play in my front of my arsenal.
I think both teams, it's just such a hurry-up thing. You've got to be in really good shape. They're faking it. And they saw something they saw.
And the 2-point conversion is good by Williams.
He did a great job of getting the ball in the end zone. I thought he got stopped on about the 2. They got an old wash bucket play and put the lineman on the left with a split end and a center and a quarterback on the other side, the kicker. And they saw enough men line up on away from it, so they thought they could get it in. And they did. So that's a call play with numbers. If you count so many numbers on one side, you run this play. If you count so many numbers on this, you run that play. And it's called I call it the old wash bucket play. I don't know what it really is, but it's a really good fake extra point. Anyway, they got 2 out of it, didn't they? 25-6.
Yeah. So that drive started on the Jeff Davis 41-yard line. So they put together a 41-yard drive and was capped off by a 1-yard TD run by Dozier. It was less than a yard, but you have to say a yard.
Really good drive by Dothan High then. I thought they got Jeff Davis, like Jimbo said a minute ago. They've got him on their heels, and they're getting them tired, and they keep coming at them. And it looks like Dothan High is in a little better physical shape than Jeff Davis is. And they've got made some good plays where Jeff Davis has made some good plays. I think the discipline too on Dothan High has helped. I think Jeff Davis is not quite as disciplined as Dothan High, and I mean that by penalties and things like that. Here we go. We got the same kickoff team. Pimentel is kicking it.
A whistle.
Yeah, we're offside. It's going to bring it back. Again, that's a 5-yard penalty, or either they get the ball where it goes out of bounds, and they don't want to do that, I'm sure, and can't get it in. So it'll be brought back.
Before the snap, we got both sides on the kicking team for the 5-yard penalty.
So Dothan will back up 5 yards. They're leading 25-6, 3:32 left in the first half, and they have been on a roll. They've committed a couple of turnovers tonight, but they really haven't hurt them.
No, I thought they've looked really good. I like both teams here. I think Jeff Davis is going to be okay if they'll correct a lot of little things they're doing wrong. But they still got a long way to go before this game's over. Pimentel kicking off. I like his green shoes. That motivates me there. He kicks it to about the 5, and
that return was by Cedric Barnes.
I think who made the tackle over there. Number 19, Tyson Williams, and number 9, a 9th grader. I know Coach probably won't be real happy with that kickoff team. It doesn't like they formed a wall very good. The hardest thing to teach on a team part of the year, any part of the year, is a kickoff team. That is really hard to simulate. So you'll get a lot better with that as the season goes on. They're back to the same defensive line, JD and twins to both sides. No, tight end to one side, twins to the other, one back set. Quarterback under center. Just a straight dive play.
Short gain on the play. That was Jackson.
You run those plays with no fullback, you're pulling guards, trying to fill in there. That's a lot like Alabama don't try to do. They do it a lot of times. Back to the trips to the right. One back set, quarterback back in a gun again. Dothan High's got the same front up front.
And
good job.
Good pursuit that time coming from number 5 from Dothan. And
Javon Granger.
And who was the other one?
Javon Granger. He did a really good job. And
number 9.
Latrell Lee.
They really did.
Yeah, really good. That was good fundamentals there. He kept balance with his man and kept him from losing containment, and did a good job. With this gun, a defensive end, is 3 men on the front line, and he really turns into a defensive end. They call him outside linebackers, but I call him a defensive tackle, is what I call him. But, good job of him coming in there again. They got him. No?
They had him, but he was able to get away, but he's hit hard at the 36-yard line.
That was made by Jeremy Saffold, a senior defensive back, free safety.
David Whitlow, the quarterback, keeps the ball.
4th down. That's the best series Dothan High's had on defense. I told you Jeff Davis getting a little tired, and they're getting kind of used to the speed of the game now. That's what I said as the game goes on. Really, the better conditioned team gets better. It looks like Dothan High's better shape, and they're getting better. I don't think JD's in real good. It looked to me like they're kind of dragging.
Yeah, Coach, while we got a timeout here, tell us about what's going on with the school system. There are a lot of positive things going on now. Well, he's also the superintendent of Dothan City Schools. Tim
Wilder, has done a great job. He's just, obviously the superintendent.
Athletic-wise,
what we've done in the last 2 weeks, we've just added a trainer to both high schools. I think that was really, really important to add a trainer to both high schools, because I tell you, we just look at the speed of the game and the way things have changed. We thought that was, and we had an incident in one of the schools already where the trainer came in and really helped a kid get okay in a short period of time. So that's one of the big things we've done athletic-wise, and And then we're building a big weight room at Northview. We're excited about that. And, of course, Dothan High's already got a real nice one. So we're making a lot of headway with the athletic programs, and I think we still got a ways to go, Mitt. It's not where it should be, but we've made tremendous progress the last 2 or 3 years since Tim Wilder's been here and really has helped our – and I think it won't be long before we'll be competing in the state, I think, at the level we need to be. You already see we've improved a lot. Kelvis White, we've given the direction of athletics. We're talking all athletics now. Kelvis White's the athletic director and head football coach at Dothan High, has done a wonderful job. And
he really has.
And Coach Stewart's at Northview done the same thing. They're in charge of their programs. I think that's the one thing Mr. Wilder's really emphasized, that they run their programs, not anybody but them. And that has helped settle everything down. I think that I'm really, really proud of the progress we've made. I'm not proud. We're not proud till we get there, till we get back in state contention and get in the playoffs every year, one of the two. But I think it's heading that way. I think it will look like Dothan High to me with a young team. You can tell they've been worked with all year, and Dothan, and Northview beat Lanier last night with a big win. So here we're beating 2 Montgomery schools in 1 year right off the bat, and that's really telling us that our programs are ahead of those, and that's what we need to be. We need to be ahead of the Montgomery programs.
Well, we've had the opportunity at Scenic to work with the school system and Tim Wilder, and it's just been a pleasure to work with the superintendent and the different staff and faculties of all of the schools.
Oh yeah, Tim Wilder we're very fortunate to have him. He's in punt return and got Egerton running back, and if we'll block, he's gone.
If he can get a block,
he's gone. Help him.
What a return
yeah.
by Egerton.
I think he's got a little cramp in his foot or something. But anyway, a great return, great turn into offense and blocking there with Dothan High. Did a really good job of forming a wall and helping him get loose. Really good job.
It's about a 35, 40-yard return.
Here we go, the speed again. They get back out there and going again. You don't have time to really do anything. We've got twins to one side, 2-back set now. Set up and go. And just really a power play, but kind of a semi-draw, but a power play. Get about 3 yards. We can get a score here right before half. 1:55 left in the second quarter. We probably ought to say that more often. 1:55 left, and we can get this in right here. This should break this whole thing wide open. Trips to the left.
And off the big Dozier.
Yeah, he's going.
Dozier's rolling.
I'd hate no head go.
He's rolling. He's still rolling, and they're going to call him out of bounds at about the 9-yard line. What do you think, Jimbo?
I think they're still trying to figure out what to do. We can't hit him high. We can't hit him low. We're just watching the bulldozer go, and I didn't even mean to rhyme that, guys.
Well, again, I think the conditioning of Dothan High is a lot better than Jeff Davis right now. They're really tired, and it looks like we're in a lot better condition than they are. The first game, if you can win the first 2 or 3 ball games just being in better shape than people. And that gives you some momentum for the year. I don't think people realize it now with all this hurry-up offense, like I've repeated myself a lot, but it means so well. I think Coach White has done and that's where that trainer comes in we were talking about a minute ago. The trainer will help them with the right foods to eat and things to get in shape. And I think that was the best thing we've done in the school system in a long time is hire a trainer.
10-yard penalty, we face second down.
Holding call against Dothan, so that will come back, and it moves the ball out to the 39-yard line. This drive started on the 31. Williams, he keeps it, and he's going to be taken down at the 42.
Kind of draw option there, and that's a really hard play to run because it gives time people to manipulate around, and Jeff Davis gives them time to kind of get their breath. Got a third and about 100 here, third and 54 and 30, whatever it is.
106 left in the first half. Dothan leading 25-6, and incomplete, intended for
pass is incomplete.
Brandon Helms.
One of them ran a curl, one of them ran an out. We had a deep route. I thought he kind of hit the wrong one. I thought he should have hit the other one, but that's I don't know what the reads were. but he had another guy that he could have led him and might have got the first down. But anyway, it's hard to see from sitting back there at quarterback. So here you go with kicking the ball. 59 seconds left in the second quarter. Dothan High leading 25-6, and got the punting team on the field.
Dothan had excellent starting field position. They started on the 31-yard line of Jeff Davis, and the penalty really hurt them.
I'm out on the field.
Right. Well, that's the first really major penalty Dothan High's had that's hurt them. Jeff Davis has been barraged with them. But I'm just impressed with, I think the teams are really dead equal here. The difference has been conditioning and penalties, and Dothan High has won both of those routes. And then they really would have been even better if that penalty hadn't happened. So I'm really proud of the way Dothan High has played the first half.
And we're down to 59 seconds, and Dothan last score came with 3:32 left in the second on a 2-yard, it was a 1-yard run by Dozier and a 2-point conversion by Williams. And Dozier has scored all 3 of Dothan's touchdowns tonight.
Jimbo's got him named perfect. They're going for it. They're going to kick the field goal. No, they're going to punt it. I thought they might try to field goal from there.
Good high punt. And it takes him. Oh, it's going.
Momentum will take it in there.
Yeah.
The guy should have, when he dove for it, he just flipped it back.
Volunteers will have the ball. First and 10 at the 20.
Instead of trying to grab it and slide in with it, he should have just flipped it back. And that's the first game, and he'll learn that. It's hard to simulate that, too, because in practice, you don't really have that happen just like that. So a lot of little things happen out here that it takes a year to get by and get better at. Things will improve and improve and improve if you take it the right way. Got trips to the left. JD's already lining back up. Hurry up now. You better be ready, Mitt, because this thing goes in a hurry. 50 seconds left in the first half. They're in trips, one back set. They're going to probably throw it.
They've had a couple of open men. The quarterback just hadn't been able to connect.
He's on running. Here I say throw it. He's running the ball. Tries to run a draw. Now, they might want to just go into half like they are. They might be happy to be 25-6. But
yeah, I think you're right, Coach.
Settle down. Might want to settle their bunch down. I just think they're tired. They look to me like they're worn out. Look at the wide receivers. Arms on the hand. They just look like they're tired.
27 seconds left in the half.
Even the linemen look tired. That number 70 on this side over here just let number 9 just run by him.
And that was a quarterback keeper that time by Whitlow, and moves the ball out to about the 20.
Time's going to run out. They're not going to get another play off.
6-yard line.
Jeff Davis is just trying to get in the dressing room. They're worn out. I'm telling you, they're worn out first half. Right?
Okay, we have come to the end of the first half. Any comments, Tim, on the first half?
Well, let's see if we can talk to Coach real quick and see if we can get a question from him. Hold on just a second. All right, Coach, first half. Bear with me a second, guys. All right, Coach, first half, first game of the season. Of course, you're up 25-6, but I think you know you well enough what you're looking at. Tell me about it.
We're a little sloppy at places. Like I said, we're not executing like I think offensively, and defensively we're on the field too long. So we got to shore those things up. Of course, we're up 25-6, but we got to come back second half and give a great effort and do some things to open up the offense a little bit.
All right, one good thing, Coach, that we've been commenting on, looks like right now that your Tigers look like they're in a little better shape maybe than the Volunteers of Jeff Davis. Thoughts on that?
That's right. You can thank those 5:30 a.m. running for that. But like I say, that's the kids worked hard in the off season and in the summer to get in great condition. So hopefully second half we can pick up the tempo and show that we're a little better conditioned team.
Maybe I need to come out with them and get out of the Waffle House, Coach. I'll think about it. Have a good one. We'll talk to you. All right, guys, you heard it right there. Those 5:30 a.m. workouts, they've got value, and right now we're seeing the benefits of it. So all I can tell you is let's go to the greatest band in Tigerland, and I'm going to go. I can't make it to the Waffle House, but Big Boy's going to get a snack, and we'll get the Waffle House cam running in the second half, guys.
Okay, thanks, Tim Rose. So we've come to halftime, and the Dothan Tigers are leading 25-6 over Jeff Davis. We'll be back with halftime activities after this timeout. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network. Hello and welcome back to Rip Hughes Stadium. We're at Wild Field tonight as the Dothan Tigers host the Jeff Davis Volunteers. Hi, I'm Mick Kirkland along with Coach Harry Wayne Parrish and Jimbo Lofton on the sideline with the gut can. And a good run back, a good way to start the second half for Jeff Davis, Coach.
Dothan's having a hard time with the kickoff return. The ball's kind of a little flat, but then they've got to line up a little bit better. It's hard to teach a kickoff return. I'm telling you, a kickoff team, that's the hardest thing to coach in football because you can never do what in practice the way it is in a ball game. So that will get better as the season goes on. But I've been really impressed with Dothan High. I think, like I said before the half, they're in real good shape. And I think it'll really pay off this half. I think you'll see Jeff Davis play a little hard the first part of this, but if they'll shut him down, it'll be over.
Jeff Davis on their own 36, a quick pass out to number 2. That's Alfred Jennings, and it's complete just shy of the 40-yard line.
Jeremy Sappho on the play along with Latrell Anglin. 2 defensive backs, 2 young defensive backs. Well, one's a senior, one's a 10th grader. JD's getting in the trips. One trips with one back, really 2 tight ends really with one back. And same defensive line that started the game with it.
A quick out. And the receiver cuts back in, and he should have enough for a first down.
Wide receiver just did a banana route and hit him really quick, and defensive backs have to come up. Did a good job. Number 20, Jordan Small, came up and did a good job. Same defensive lineman, you know, we got Latrell Lee and Ladarius Daniels and Malik Reed are the defensive down people, and they've done a really good job. And got Jeremy Sappho in there. We've got Latrell Anglin. Trying to get all of them. I'll talk about all of them as we go along. Anyway, Jeff Davidson, 2 tight ends, 1 back set. And trying to come right at Dothan. Did a good job then. Javon Granger, I believe the linebacker that made the play, number 5.
Yeah, that time number 5, Granger did a good job of getting in there and stopping the play before it could really develop.
Just a lead play. They put it in guards. Just a lead play coming in there. When they go with a 1 back set, you don't have a full back. And so here we go now. They're going back to the spread more. 1 back set still. The 1 tight end instead of 2. Play action pass. Had a guy open. It was really kind of a bootleg. It was a semi-bootleg in a way, and had a guy wide open down with a crossing pattern, a deep crossing pattern, and it looked like we kind of lost him in the stream. But fortunately, the Jeff Davis quarterback threw it over his head, so it makes it 3rd and long.
That pass was intended for Alfred Jennings, so it brings up 3rd and long.
3rd and long. Justin Hinton comes in, big nose guard. He comes in every 3rd and long, looks like.
And
it was a screen pass and came in there, and Malik put the quarterback, and we did a good job of covering it then, but Malik came in there and really zeroed in on the quarterback. I almost thought it had been a penalty, but evidently he had a legal hit, got him with the shoulder, and so they're going to be real technical about the head hits this time. So anyway, the referee was standing right there with it, didn't call anything, so it makes it is it 4th down? Excuse me, that was 3rd down. I thought that was 4th. Now it's 4th. That was 3rd and long. Now it's 4th.
Okay, we have timeout on the field with 9:46 left in the 3rd. Dothan leads 25-6. 4th and long.
Looks like they're going for it. Got a 4th and long, double twin, and they looks like they're going to go for it. Kind of can jump off sides. I don't know. That's not a very good way to make them jump off sides. But anyway, double twin, 1 back set. Dothan's High's in a 2 deep secondary.
Almost intercepted.
Almost picked it off. Not a very good call for a 4th down play, I didn't think. Anyway, that's a big series for Dothan High. First series of the half. It's going to be a big series. Now, if we can take this on down the field a bit, I think the ball game would basically be over because they can't. I think they're taking all the momentum away from them.
Yeah, so Dothan, excellent starting field position. We'll be starting on the 49-yard line on the Jeff Davis side of the field.
Isaac Long, big center, leads them out. Got, Prince Rogers, Darius Wimbush, Chris Cooper, Chris Breedlove,
Pass over to Carter. Boy, he takes it down to the 25.
Really good play. Just a quick screen. Did a really good job of catch and throw, and good blocks with the wide receivers out there. We've got and he turns it on. He does a really good job turning it on.
You noticed who one of those wideouts was number 72, guys. So pretty unique little formation there, but we obviously it worked.
Oh, yeah. Just gave him the block.
Over to Egerton, and he does a stutter step, cuts it outside, and he's going to be out at about the 15.
Another quick pass out to the thing and out to the outside, and did a good job of catching the ball. Egerton's got quick feet now. We got big Stansell coming to the right, three receivers to the right, trips to the right, single to the left.
That time the pocket collapsed, and Jeff Davis did a good job of causing the pocket to collapse.
Didn't do a good job of pass blocking then. That's the worst I've seen him do all night. That's not a good time to do it. Had second and short, and made it third down, third about 11. Got double twins. Got Stansell to the right, and Carter to the right. To the left, you got Egerton over there, and I think can't see who the Javon Granger. I think who it is.
Dozier's back in the game. And 2 straight sacks. So Dothan loses about 7 yards on that play.
Yeah, you've got to block. They've got to block. It's really, I tell you, it's very difficult to block high school when you don't have any help with the backs, and they didn't do a very good job there because you get one-on-one with everybody, and there's usually a weakness somewhere. So high school pass blocking is very difficult.
And get ready for a 47-yard attempt coming up here by Luis Pimentel, and I'll tell you what, he can
put my
make
money
them.
on him.
Yeah, there's no question. It's very makeable.
I'll put my money on. If he doesn't get it blocked, I'll put my money on him kicking it.
Beautiful.
Oh, a little right, guys.
It was long enough, yeah.
Well, he's a good kicker. Just didn't follow through. He opened it up about like your golf swing, Jimbo.
Yeah, the problem is there's no sand out here, so no sand or trees. So that's where I play my best golf, somewhere in those areas, guys.
I'm one to be talking. I quit playing because I was such a great golfer. Felt like I didn't need to hurt anybody.
So Dothan has started in Jeff Davis territory twice tonight, and they have not capitalized on it.
Big drive there that didn't get anything out of. So back to the twin set and 2-back set. Did a great job of defense there, and you got Trail Lee, a senior defensive end, did a really good job of stopping him in the backfield, and I'm impressed. Of course, I'm really proud of Kevin Jackson. He's the defensive coordinator for Dothan High, and does a really good job of coordinating it all. And got the 2 linebackers. You got, of course, Javon Granger and Gabriel Black. Got a big guy in the middle again, big Ladarius Daniels. They back in a twin set, spread set, 2-back set, motion. And
I think, we were offside.
Daniels is coming. Looked like Saban's bringing folks.
Yeah, I know it was offsides or out of time. It may have delayed a game, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Well,
may have been both.
Delay of game, huh?
I'm just really disappointed in Jeff Davis's discipline. I just not used to seeing JD team this undisciplined. But I hadn't seen them in a while. It's not the same team we used to coach against, but I'm glad they are for Dothan High's sake, because Dothan High is very well disciplined.
So it brings up a 2nd and about 15.
They got him back there. If they get him, good little maneuver there. Good job missing him.
Yeah, they got him down at the 25.
Got Ladarius Daniels got him, and I think who the other one is can't tell, 33. That's the other linebacker, Gabriel Black. Both of them in on the play, looks like. It's a lot different defensive fronts. You've got 3 fronts, and really you got everybody dropping into pass coverage most of the time. So you really have a 5-man front instead of the old-timey 7-man front because everybody's a lot of them in pass coverage, so that gives you 7 people in pass coverage basically. Good job of the screen and did a great job. Javon Granger did a great job of reading that and picking it, going in and getting it.
Coach, I'm going to tell you from here, Dothan High is they're reading this like a picture book. This looks like they've seen about everything that, and that's what's impressive. They've seen about everything J.D. can throw so far, and now they're reacting to it. When he comes back to the middle, there's 3 or 4 guys that are coming in from the side that are immediately looking for him. So, it's right now it's just like you like it if you're the Tigers.
Yeah, I said that earlier, Jimbo, that if they, over the strength of this game, things will change because everybody get used to what everybody's doing, and that's what's happened. And Dothan High has done a better job of doing it than Jeff Davis has.
Short punt. Egerton picks it up, bobbles it, but gets up and takes it inside the 40 down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, the senior, that's a tough little knot there. Now he'll go get it. He's very impressive to me. I really like him a lot. He's what we used to call tough as a ladder knot. He'll play hard.
Jimbo, can you get us an update on Long? He was hurt early in the game, and we haven't seen him return.
I can tell you this, guys. He is over on the bench right now. He's laid out. He's got his left ankle up on ice, and he's got his foot elevated. So he's no pun intended. He's just chilling out over there. And I don't know that it's anything that's critical, but they have had it iced ever since he twisted. But hey, Coach will tell you, sometimes sprains can be those things that nag you for a good while. So I think it's smart in this game, precautionary, keep him over on the sideline, and 25-6. There's no reason to bring him back in at this point.
I hate to brag about it, but now we have a trainer down there that looks at it.
That's right. That's right.
With them all week long. They won't be with him just tonight.
Well, and you know what? Add the trainers they've got and all that, and I agree with you, Coach. Hey, it's not an optional deal anymore. It's a necessity, and I think it was a great move to go ahead and play it up and do that because safety is the most important thing, and those trainers, that's what that's all about.
Absolutely.
5:34 left.
One back set. Third. One back set. And they brought in the big tight end. Stansell, I can't think. Brought Stansell in the tight end that time. And good-looking athlete. He comes in to block sometimes. Now they got him in the backfield to block. He's kind of like an H-back he used in college. Spread set. He did a good job of blocking there. They ran the option then and didn't get a whole lot out of it. They're struggling a little bit on offense. It looks like they're kind of out of sync right now. They're not really hurrying it up, and they're not doing like they were earlier. They kind of not got Jeff Davis on the heels.
They've come out this third quarter kind of flat.
Yeah, they have been. They sure have been. And you got linebacker came, and nobody picked him up. And what you really do with offensive line, you really slide one way or the other usually, and you block an area, not a man. So somebody let somebody go in their area, probably.
And that's the third sack of the third that we've seen.
I'm telling you, the hardest thing is pass blocking in high school. That's the hardest thing to teach. And then I'm not talking about just one-on-one pass blocking. I'm talking about picking up blitzes and picking up things, and it's really difficult. You have to really work hard at it. And it really takes a few games to get it situated.
Watch this punt, guys. The wind is really picked up down here from behind, blowing from north to south, as you could see.
Beautiful.
And he fair catched it. Nice English. He did the fair catch at about the 4-yard line. I'm telling you guys, that wind now is picked up. It's probably a good 20-mile-an-hour stiff breeze coming from north to south. So we'll see how that plays out in the fourth quarter when the Tigers are working against the wind. But we still got 4:01 left in this quarter. So let's see if the Tigers get the ball back, put some points on the board, and start putting a bow around this one.
I'll tell you what, go ahead.
And I was just going to say one thing I've noticed, that every time Dothan's gotten really good starting field position, they haven't done anything with it. They got that ball that time on the 39-yard line on the Jeff Davis side, and they punted. And then the previous possession, they started on the 49-yard line of Jeff Davis and missed the field goal.
Like I said, they're a little out of rhythm, I think. I don't think they have the same rhythm they had the first half. To me, that doesn't look like it. back in a 5-man front, or really a 3-man front. Well, 5 now. They got it back to the backfield, run a quick post, and did a good job of covering it over there. Number 20, Jordan Small, did a really good job of stopping the quick post. I tell you who's a weapon, and I think, you know, and Jimbo's already alluded to it, is Lewis Pimentel, the punter. He is a weapon. I mean, he's kicked that ball down to the 5. He missed the field goal a minute ago, but he's kicked one, and I mean, he is definitely a weapon for Dothan High. That gives you something that a lot of people don't have.
You're right. He was putting them in the end zone with no win on the kickoffs, Coach. So good point.
Good job up front. I think we've kind of gotten here where both teams have gotten kind of whatever. Now, Dothan High's playing hard, but Jeff Davis not blocking anybody, and we're getting them in a good situation. You know, we get the ball about 3rd down. If we can stop them here. That was just a lead play in the middle, and we stopped that.
Let's see if they don't do any third. What the Tigers do on. Well, let's get past 3rd. Let's play like they always say. Play one play at a time.
Right, exactly. Drop back.
He was hit as a pass
intercepted. There it is. Number 20.
Small. Jordan Small. He's a 10th grader. I think he's had an outstanding. 11th grader. I'm sorry. He's an 11th grade defensive back. He's had an outstanding ball game. He's a good little athlete. Great interception.
Yep, Jordan Small playing a little center field back. That ball's a little high, and we see the results, guys. But Tigers need to capitalize right here. Got the ball at the 6-yard line. Let's go ahead and punch it in one more time. And
this is a big series. They got 2 tight ends. They've been doing that, but 2 tight ends, and now they're getting 1 tight end. And no, they're not going totally to the spread. They're totally 220. They're not doing that.
That's what I was going to say. I kind of thought we were going to see the bulldozer.
Yeah, I don't think they're kind of.
And that's the 3rd time, actually 4th time in the 3rd that they've been dropped for a loss, a quarterback sack.
I think they were out of sync on that play. I don't think they were planning on running. Somebody messed up there.
Yeah, he was supposed to do it. It was actually supposed to be a quick pass there, Coach, and it didn't happen because coaches are sure yelling from the sideline, throw it, throw it, throw it.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
There you go. Turn it upfield.
Egerton again. Just a quick pass to Egerton out there and makes it a.
That was Librel.
Excuse me, I'm sorry, Librel.
Yeah.
That's the 3rd. Makes it 3rd and about. Really got 7. He's got a score, don't they?
Yeah, Carter is down.
All right, guys, I'm going to give you the early report, and I think we're talking cramp here. Let's see.
I felt like that series, they kind of got away from what they've been doing on the goal line. Maybe they just wanted to work on something, but this series they've gotten away from the things that they were doing. They put the big bulldog in there and bulldozer, and he didn't, and they didn't have him in there, and they went to the more finesse type game on the goal line, which they hadn't been doing, and that's the coach's decision. Maybe he needed to work on a little bit of different angles, but got somebody hurt down there. We got a cramp. It looks like that's what it is.
Yeah, well, and another thing up there, Coach, if you'll notice, some of the package you're seeing some different personnel, and 25-6. That's the coach's call there, saying, let me see if I can see what I can do, see if I can put some different personnel packages in there, and hopefully there. But all right.
Right, that's exactly right. Just early in the year, you don't know what coaches are thinking because they're trying to figure out. You've got to get a personality, Jimbo. That's what you work. Just like Saban said about tomorrow's game, they've got to get a personality, and you got to find that personality. And what they mean by that, what they do best. And he's trying to find it. That's just a speed sweep, and didn't work very well.
Was enough for a 1st down, Jimbo?
I don't think you can.
Looks well. Hold on.
Can't get
no.
There's not. I don't.
Right.
2. Did we start on the 6? I think you can see Luis come out and hopefully do a chip shot here, guys.
That'll be nothing to him. He can do that without even looking at it. They'll block. They'll make everything. Everything goes smooth. That'll be 3.
They've got to do Dothan's got to do a better job of taking advantage of field position. They have not done it tonight. All of their drives have been scoring drives have been long drives.
Right. Pretty kick. I told you.
Great protection, less I think than what we'd like to see. But you know what? you can tell that senior leadership at the kicker position is going to play well for the Tigers throughout the year this year, guys.
I'll tell you what, I'm very impressed with him. He, like I said, that's a weapon. He gave him 6 points, but not only that, he's kicked off kickoffs fairly well. I think that's not his strength. He needs to work on that, but his punting's been excellent. So, he's got a lot of work to do to improve over the year, but he's definitely a weapon.
So Dothan goes up 28-6 with 1:35 left in the third. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network. Okay, we're ready for the kickoff. We're here at Wildfield at Rip Hughes Stadium tonight. Mick Kirkland on with Coach Harry Wayne Parrish and Jimbo Lofton with the gut cam on the sideline tonight. It's good to be back with you guys this year.
Me too. I enjoyed it already. Good kickoff. Now, that's the best kickoff he's done. That was real high and got a little air under it. And I told you, as the year goes on, he'll get better and better. And no doubt about that.
Yeah, he's a lot of raw natural ability that would be nice to see if that gets harnessed up. And, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody doesn't recognize that at the next level. And
he'll get it. Most kickers have to walk on.
Right, exactly.
Very few get signed. Everybody thinks they do, but Alabama signed a couple along. But basically they walk on. He'll have a walk-on chance somewhere. I promise you that. He's too good. Trips to the left, single to the right, one back set. Gonna run the draw.
He's got some running room. Whoa, boy! He ran into a brick wall.
That was number 9. That was Latrell Lease. I believe is who hit him. I believe that's right.
Whoa, that was stop action.
Dothan High's had a problem a little bit with this draw. It's just, you got 3 linemen and the 2 other linebackers, 5 up front, and the 2 of them are dropping back deep. Draw is a good play against this defense.
That was a gain of 13. So it brings up 2nd and 10.
Just a quick out pattern. Dothan High defended it. Was Small over there again. Jordan Small, 11th grade defensive back. Had a good ball game. They've attacked him for some reason. That came over here to the Latrell Anglin side.
And back in for quarterback is Kadarius Manura.
It's Christian Cunningham, number 26, made the hit on him, and I don't think he really wanted it. That was a deep curl route, deep end route. He didn't really want it. Cunningham hit him about the time the ball got there. Good play with the defensive back. Good pass, though. Good pass and throw. Just wasn't a good catch. Big 70 coming out. 77 Rambles in there. Big Henson. They all net on 3rd down.
This game will be leading up next week. Dothan and Northview will be playing.
Good job there of coverage. Good job of coming up and making the play. That was Dallas Baxter, 11th grader, 23, I believe, 23 or 26.
So it brings up 4th down, 4th and about 9.
Yeah, that was Dallas Baxter, number 23.
So
Dothan High's going to get it again in good field position, Mitt.
They've had it.
Yeah.
Plenty of opportunities here in the second half, and they've only managed to put up 3 points on the board.
I think they need to speed it up again. I think they've slowed it up for some reason. They need to speed it up. Uh-oh, here we go. Got a return on. If he can get it and get to the wall.
Egerton. He cuts back to the
Almost
inside,
there.
and yeah, he's going to be down at the 47.
Egerton's down. I don't know if he got a cramp. No, he's coming up. I think he got a cramp in his leg. Yeah.
So we're down to 7.5 seconds left in the third.
You can get with that trainer and really work on things they need to do. They haven't had many cramps, though. I'm sure they're eating pretty good with all. It's all nutrition most of the time. You've got trips to the left and Stansell and just not blocking up front. They've gotten where they kind of got a little sloppy up front. They just
And that's going to be the last play of the third. So after the end of 3, the score is the Dothan Tigers 28, the Jeff Davis Volunteers 6. We'll be back with the fourth quarter of action after this timeout. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network. Welcome back to Rimpview Stadium. We're at Wild Field tonight as the Dothan Tigers host the Jeff Davis Volunteers. Hi, I'm Mick Kirkle along with Coach Harry Wayne Parrish and Jimbo Lofton on the sideline. And Dothan has the ball, a quick out to Stansell. It's a little low and it's incomplete.
Quick throw, a little bit in the ground, and trying to get Stansell open with that quick pass again. I'm telling you, they've lost their. They look like they've got to learn to fight through one play at a time and got momentum, and they're not going to get any better. A lot of this has to do with some youngsters out there. They're a young team.
Yeah, Dothan's only put up 3 points here in the entire second half. They put up 25 in the first half. There's a flag, but he was out of bounds. I think we're going to have a holding call against Dothan. Jimbo, how about finding us some cheerleaders or something to talk to tonight?
I got them.
We got a whole new crew this year, huh?
Oh yeah, absolutely. We got a whole new crew this year. We'll find a spot here in a minute and we'll get the big lens down here on them.
Got a guy down and they just letting him lay there. They don't see him. He's got a cramp. Not anything bad, I don't think. But.
That's number 7 for Jeff Davis, Earl Chambers. So Dothan with 3rd and extremely long. We're having injury timeout.
Probably 20-25 looks like.
Yeah, and we'll just kind of recap the scoring since we have a pause in action right now. Dothan scored first with 8:35 left in the first on a 3-yard run by Dozier to make it 7-0. They scored, then Jeff Davis scored with 7:15 left in the first on a 13-yard TD pass, but they missed the extra point to make it 7-6. Dothan next score came with 3:24 left in the first on a 2-yard run by Dozier to make it 14-6. Dothan next score came with 9:40 left in the second on a 34-yard field goal by Pimento to make the score 17-6. And Dothan scored again, let's see, on a 1-yard run by Dozier with 3:32 left to make it a 26, and they made a 2-point conversion, make it 26-6, which was halftime. And here in the second half, Pimento kicked a 22-yard field goal with 1:35 left in the third to make it 28-6.
Deep fly pass, double twin deep fly pass to Egerton, and overthrown. Throwing it to him and Brandon Hams. It was a deep pass and it was overthrown, so it makes it, I presume, 4th down unless they got something in a flag or can't tell what's going on.
They have just really stagnated here in the second half offensively. Let's see.
Motion on Dothan High. Jeff Davis, illegal motion declined. Jeff Davis is going to get the ball, going to punt it, it'll be 4th down. And here comes the big kicker, Pimento. He's coming in. Pimento, I don't know. I hope I'm pronouncing that right.
What is it, Pimento, Jimbo?
He's down there talking to them cheerleaders.
No. Pimentel, but we'll get that. I'll try to see if I can get a hooked on phonics definition. Go ahead and get that out of the end zone. Let's see.
He might get it out far enough. But that was kind of a rare decision. I would probably ran it out the back of the end zone, just give them 2, and then just close to this ball game as far away it is. snap over your head. You raise your behind up too high, that's what's going to happen. You've got to stay low, and that's always a scary thing. We've had one tonight. JD did one, and so did Dothan High. It's kind of got where both of them have lost little momentum going this thing.
I don't think Coach White's going to be very, very happy with the second half performance.
No, he's not. I'm sure he's not. They've gotten really flat. He's probably the first to admit it. Just got in the pro set and run a counter dive, and Dothan High did a good job of stopping it.
So we'll bring up 2nd and 9 for the Volunteers.
Stay in the same thing. They got a tight end in there, pro set to the left. Tight end, what I mean by that, tight end to the left. He's getting under the center running the ball, which is a little bit different. And a 2nd long.
Hand off to number 6.
That's a straight lead play. That's an old-timey lead play that they used to run years ago. And they used to have a great back that went on to Auburn and ran that play so well. Anyway, this makes it 3rd and about 5, and they're just trying to come right at Dothan right now. They're not trying to finesse or anything. Staying in the pro set, quarterback under center, it's coming right at them.
That was Stokes on the last carry for JD.
Trying to make Dothan High jump. Dothan High did a good job of staying in there. They ran 2 quick plays, real fast counts, and then they came on 3rd down and tried to get Dothan High to be a little undisciplined, but that looked really good for them not to do that. So it makes it 3rd and 5, big stop here coming up, hopefully.
Yeah, so with 10:31 left in the 4th, the score is Dothan 28, Jeff Davis 6. So it's 3rd and about 5 for Jeff Davis. The ball at the 10-yard line. Dothan fumbled on the punt attempt and gave Jeff Davis excellent starting field position.
Good job there.
Yeah.
Good job of containing there on number 9.
Yeah.
The trail lead did a good job of containing the quarterback, forcing him to throw it high, and now makes it a 4th down.
That pass was intended for Wesley.
That play calling just didn't turn me on at all. I don't know what Jeff Davis tried to accomplish, but anyway, I'm glad they did because it's 4th down now. They're going to go for it. They're not going to kick it. That's where Dothan High has a weapon. See, they could get 3. Jeff Davis had a couple of attempts to get field goals. They don't have a weapon. We do. 4th down, 2 tight ends, 1 back set. Straight drop back.
Backfield. And it's picked off again. That is the 2nd interception inside the 5-yard line for Jeff Davis tonight.
They're giving it away somewhere. They run a post, and Dothan High defensive back just hopping in inside of it. That's the first time that Latrell Anglin, the 10th grader, he's kind of figured that play out and lines up, head up on him, and he runs a quick post, and he hops on the inside, picks it off. So 1st down, Dothan. Stop that series, and that's a big series there because that pretty much seals this ball game. I'd like to see Dothan though get excited and run down the field here, and really make some. They need to be working on. They need to be working on getting better.
Well, they'll probably do something this time. They still have a long field ahead of them. It seems like they've done a lot better when they had a long field ahead. 2
backs, straight at them. Get a power play. Got in the spread set and run the power play. Same thing Jeff Davis ran it. They ran it from the gun and from the shotgun formation. Makes it 2nd and 5. I'd make them big old linemen have to come off that ball. They're capable. They're very capable linemen. That's the zone play this time, just to read the zone. They all block their man, and then the back picks where he wants to go. That's called the zone. That's 3rd down and about 4. Staying in the gun. Looks like they're taking – maybe coach is taking time on purpose to run the clock down. That might be the reason. I hadn't thought about that. Spread set, 3rd and 3 or 4.
Oh, that was intended for number 13, Abrams.
Anton Abrams, yeah. That was a deep post pattern. If he could have taken a little bit off of that, that would have been 6. Jeff Davis took a big chance and got in man coverage, and they almost busted it. Now Pimentel will kick it, and he's been averaging about 35, 40 yards, so He'll probably get the ball to about the 45 or 50. Maybe he'll get a boomer. Is the wind going that way? Is that?
It's blowing in the right direction.
Maybe he'll kick a boomer here. He's capable.
Good and high.
Good hustle. Good hustle by Jack Stansell to stop the punt from backing up the other direction. So they get the ball right back on Dothan High's 42.
So
9 minutes and 21 seconds left in the game. Mid fourth quarter.
Yeah, so Jeff Davis has gotten the ball back in good field position at the 41-yard line of Dothan.
Good in there, good job.
And he just throws it away.
Good job. We've got Malik Reed and Latrell leading.
There we go. Guys, I want to tell you something. If you didn't pick up, the defensive backs did a nice job of jamming the receivers there, and that's why by the time he rolled out, the closest person to him was eating a hot dog in row 3.
That wouldn't happen to be you, was it, Jimbo?
Could be. Trips to the left, Jimbo. Spread again. Zone play, the option play. Dothan High does a good job of stopping it. 3rd and long.
That's Jackson. He had a couple of big runs in the first half, but since then they pretty much shut him down.
Javon Granger and did a good job at linebacker along with Gabriel Black. They're doing a good job of filling the whole defensive line. Big 77's in there now. Justin Hinton. Got it.
Let's see if they'll call it complete. I think he got it.
A comeback route, and the quarterback did a good job of throwing it where they wasn't.
Nobody wants to call that. Yeah, finally did. But 3 of them were all looking at each other going, you going to call it? You going to call it? But it did look like a good call from here, guys. That was a completion.
Gives them 4th and 1, about 2 yards and a half, 2 yards. That was a good route there. Good throw and catch there.
First down. That was the quarterback.
8 minutes and 4 seconds left, and a first down on about Dothan High's 28, 27.
Manora.
And did a good job. I think it was Malik Reed that stopped that play over there on that side.
We're down to 8 minutes left in the fourth. Dothan's on top 28-6. And it's complete down to number 10, Cedric Barnes.
Stop route, good 5-yard stop. But I tell you what, doing a good job of covering over there. Latrell Anglin, the 10th grader, defensive back, doing a good job. Got some young defensive backs that I think are doing excellent. I think he's a 10th grader. Yeah, he's 10th grade defensive back. Spread trips to the right. Got a draw play.
And it goes nowhere. That's Jackson again.
3rd and about 3. Got 7:18 left. Clock's running. See, Jeff Davis is not going really fast here, and here they got down 28-6, and they kind of taking their time. The first quarter, they were really running. That's why I'm saying they're not in good shape. They got to be able to do it for 4 quarters, not 1.
So 3rd and about 3. And it's going to be close.
I can tell you, coaches, you can tell with some of the subs doing that. You know, you got 2 or 3 times they've had trips over here and only 2 guys picking them up. So, you know, but I don't think Jeff Davis really is in a position to do anything along with a checkoff type deal. Yeah. You know, with play in is a play in at this point. So, so we'll see.
Well, they're spread set again. 4th, the quarterback sneak. He gets it, I believe. I'm just saying there's not a whole lot of effort to me in both sides right now there. You've got to be to run this off. You might as well huddle up.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, you know,
he made it. He made it. They're going to measure it, but he made it.
Yeah. If you're going to run this thing, huddle up, get a little bit of air, and you can get some talking to them instead of doing all this, because this is just defeating the purpose. But anyway, both of them are kind of going through the motions this fourth quarter. I think Coach White's not going to be real. You're not going to get any better doing this. You've got to get – Jeff Davis got 9 more games. Dothan High does too. You need to play every play hard and work on getting better and improve a whole year.
Right, and you got to execute. And this second half, they just haven't done it. And it's good they had a good first half.
Right. I think Dothan High played to the competition tonight in the second half. And Coach White knows that, even though they played good, but they played to the competition, what they've done.
Monroe drops back, and it's complete.
Well, they're hustling. They're not. Dothan High's not loafing. I don't mean that by any stretch of imagination. You got 2 defensive backs, number 28, Octavius Baxter, he's a senior, and the other one, at 26, Kristen Cunningham, 11th grader. Both of them really hustled to the ball then.
Jennings a little slow getting up for Jeff Davis. Handoff up the middle, and not much there.
Big Daniels made that play, big nose guard. And on third down, they've been bringing in Saturday. They have 77. They bringing in Big Henson, 77, and they bring in the other linebacker, Christian Holland. He's 11th grader. I think I presume they have a reason for that. 5 minutes and 32 seconds left. Timeout both sides.
So it's 5:32 left in the fourth. Dothan's on top, 28-6. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network. So it's 3rd and about 5. The ball just inside the 15. Jeff Davis trailing Dothan 28-6. Jeff Davis scored on their first drive of the game. They put together an 80-yard drive and missed the extra point. And those are the only points they've been able to put on the board tonight. Dothan was able to put up 25 points in the first half, but they've only managed to score 3 points here in the second half. Menor takes the snap, and the pass is complete. And it's a touchdown from 14 yards out.
Just a quick screen, and they let the linemen kind of got fooled on that. They all came in there, and they get the first time they ran that. They ran that earlier in the game, and did a really good job of executing it then. That was the best they've done all night. 5 minutes and 20 seconds left in the game, 28-12, and Jeff Davis scored.
And they started. That was a 41-yard drive. They had good starting field position, and they took advantage of it.
Yeah. They've got time to get back in this game. I think if they faking it, didn't make it. Wash bucket play. They throw it over that time to the wingman on the behind the lineman, and then Dothan High was smart and stopped it. So 28-12. That was a big play too, right there. So now Dothan High probably an onside kick if I had to guess.
Yeah. So 5:20 left, and Dothan leads 28-12.
See, I'd be
Dothan
great.
prepares for the kickoff.
They're going onside kick it. Yeah, that's what they all figured toward. Where you going to kick it? Ain't no telling. I want to see this thing here. Well, they're going full speed with it.
And it's taken by number 2 for Dothan.
DeBrell,
and he returns it out to about the 40-yard line.
Dothan High's had great field position all night long, and it's tremendous field position. And
hey guys.
Yeah.
Did y'all see that little bit of a light show up there?
Yes.
That lightning.
Now, what I'll tell you it was what I would originally what we used to call, remember, kind of a little bit of heat lightning or quote unquote cloud to cloud, but
they're going to stop the game.
We'll see with 5:13 left in the game what the thought process is here.
I think they're going to stop it.
It's been, that's what I was going to say. It's been quiet. We're going to see what's what.
Well, they stopped the Headland game in Daleville. Josh, his wife just texted me.
They've okay.
Yeah, they stopped it up there, so it's lightning coming from all over the place. We've had enough rain to float a battleship.
We have. This has been a very wet year.
Well, early in the evening, I can tell you on our way over that there was something that was over in Early County, but it was moving to the south. But, they didn't expect anything again potentially at all until, guess what, somewhere between 9 and 10, and it's 9:30, guys.
Yeah.
Okay,
well,
they're going to continue.
They get the 5 minutes off.
Yeah.
They'll probably call the game if they have to stop it. Lead option. Did a good job there.
Really breaks some tackles, and boy, he could go. He needs a block. Wow, he turned nothing into something.
That was just a low lead option. The same thing, like I said, the LSU ran against Alabama so much a couple of years ago, and they had it stopped. Jeff Davis did, but didn't tackle him. And
picks up 35 yards,
yeah,
Coach.
Absolutely. Great run there and great job. That's what they need, a little enthusiasm. I mean, take this thing, take it to them. I would be slightly mad with not really getting pumped up here.
It looked like he was going to be thrown for a loss, but that was just pure effort.
Yeah.
And the good news right now, guys, the clock is running.
Yep. Let it go. Got the other quarterback in there now. Number 11, that's Latrell Anglin, 10th grade quarterback. And handed it off to Dozier. And that was kind of a miss handoff. They got Coran right back in the ball game. I'm impressed with Coran. I think he's done a good job.
Yeah, he has. He hasn't made any bad mistakes.
No,
he
really
threw
hasn't.
that one interception, but it could have gone either way.
Yeah, he's done a good job of controlling the team.
No, because it was up for grabs, that ball, and Stansell had a hand on it. Just the defender from Jeff Davis came down with it.
Right. The clock's running down, 3:48 to go, 28-12. I'd like to see them score here. Running just a power lead.
Bulldozer, he slips.
He didn't follow his blocking then. He tried to hop outside of the lineman, had him kicked out and turned underneath. He could have turned right up into the hole like Ed Lacey does, used to. If he'll do that, he would have probably picked up 8 or 10 more, but he kind of tried to hop out. But I'm glad to see him. Now they're taking him out. I like him in there, and then they're taking him out, but that's okay. Jeremy Sappho going back in.
He's been kind of quiet tonight.
Yeah.
Sappho.
Well, if they just had a kind of a lackadaisical second half, they hadn't really been enthusiastic about it. And you got to play hard no matter who it is. You can't play to your competition. You got to go get it. I think they're getting a little better here in enthusiasm. That's Jeremy. Now he runs hard.
Yeah, he's going to be. He'll probably be called down at about the line of scrimmage. So it's 4th down. This drive started.
I would go ahead and kick it and give Pimentel another shot from the left hash. He's kicked from the right hash in the middle, but he needs practice. I would go ahead and let him kick.
They're listening to you, Coach. They're sending him out. So we ought to get this kick with just a little bit under. We ought to cross under the 2-minute threshold.
Well, I'm going to again give it to him because he's kicking from the left hash, and I think he's been hooking it to the right.
This will be a 41.
He don't open up his hip, follow through. He'll put that thing right in there. He's a great kicker.
It's a 41-yard attempt.
That block. Everybody's got a block. Good snap, good block. Pretty.
It's wide to the left.
No good, but, the hold, it was a little low snap. He did a good job of getting it down for him. Again, plenty of leg, just a little off to the left, guys.
I think he kicked the last one without a hook, and then he tried to hook it. You know how you do in a golf shot? You try to.
Yeah.
You just got to do the same thing every time, which is really, really hard to do. But he's an outstanding kicker, and I think he'll learn from this, get better and better. And start of the season is the hardest thing because it's hard to simulate kicking in practice. It really is. You can kick, but I mean, being in the live game and.
So we're down to 1:51 left in the fourth, 28-12.
Trips to the right. One back set. Straight drop back. Gonna hit him. Gonna get him.
Good hit.
Yeah. Run the clock out. Good job. Who was that? We got
number 30.
Number 30, big man, Kristen Holland, 11th grade defensive lineman.
And that was a loss of about 8.
Yeah, he's played usually on third down, but they've got the pass rushers. I think I figured out the pass rushers are Justin Henson and him. They're the ones that have the best pass rush, evidently. Then they got Reed on the inside, and they're doing a little crossing action. And
got him again. Woo!
Jeff Davis is just, they're big offensive linemen. They are ready to go get them a hamburger. They have hung it up.
And that was number 9, Latrell Lee.
I think I would have them people on a long-term plan here the way they're playing.
So we're under a minute left.
Dothan High is doing really good, a lot of good hustling, though. That's a good job for them. I'm not cutting them. 51 seconds left. Clock's running. 3rd and long. They should stand on his end zone. We might get us 2 right here.
They've sacked the quarterback the last 2.
Yeah, you're right. If they run the same play, we will,
yeah.
Coach. But
he's running a quick pass, and they got big old Small over here on the left side. Jordan does a good job of. Was it Jordan in, or they changed? No, they changed defensive backs now on me. 27. Brandon Freeman, a senior's in there. He's the left corner now. He did a good job. Small kind of had that thing pegged. Brandon was in there, and he did a good job though. But Brandon figured out that post. Something was given away, and he hopped on that post twice and intercepted it. Him and the trail.
So the game coming up this week, when you see this game, will be Northview and Dothan will be playing Friday night.
How exciting! Yeah, big rival coming back, and second game of the season, Mitt. Oh yeah.
Both teams are
1-0.
1-0 and coming off impressive wins.
Beat two Montgomery schools. Get on it. 2 Dothan schools, 2 Montgomery schools, and Jeff Davis and Lanier, and both of them have a little momentum going in.
So now Dothan will be taking over at the 35, at their own 35. Jeff Davis, 35. This will probably be the last, maybe next to the last play.
Yeah, it's going to wind it up.
Yeah.
Wind it up.
Williams takes a knee. So it's just a matter of time. They're going to let the clock run out, and Dothan's going to walk away with a 28-12 victory.
And in synopsis of it, I thought it was a good win. I think they can learn from this because I thought they didn't play hard the second half, but I think they just played to the competition because they had them beat. And they've got to learn to play hard all the time if they want to be a great team. If they want to be an average team, then they'll keep doing this. But Dothan High's got tremendous potential. Coach White and the staff has done a wonderful job. And the pride here tonight really showed. The band was tremendous. Cheerleaders, Jimbo, Mitt, everybody was good.
Brandon, we're glad to have Brandon Bryant back with us from Jacksonville. He worked down covering the Jaguar games and some of the high schools and colleges in the Jacksonville, Florida
area. Well, that's a big honor to have him, yeah.
Yeah, so we're glad to have him back. He helped us out a few years ago, and he's recently moved back to Dothan and doing a real fine job for us.
We were talking a minute ago. You're a nice young man.
Yeah, so quickly recapping the scoring, Dothan took a 7-0 lead with 8:35 left in the first on a 3-yard touchdown run by Dozier. Jeff Davis comes right back and put together an 80-yard drive and cap it off with a 13-yard touchdown pass, but missed the extra point. make it 7-6. Dothan scored with 3:24 left in the first on a 2-yard run by Dozier to make it 14-6. Dothan next score came on a field goal by Pimento to make it 17-6. That was in the second quarter. And Dozier scored with 3:32 left in the first half with a 2-point conversion by Williams to make it 25-6. And Dothan's only other score came on a 22-yard field goal by Pimento with 1:35 left in the third. And the last score came from Jeff Davis with 5:20 left on a 14-yard touchdown pass to make the final score 28-12. Jimbo, any closing comments?
Guys, I think it was summed up pretty well. Hey, came out, played a big first half, got up on them. As you heard Coach at the half, said, look, I'm not satisfied with what we're doing, too many mistakes, etc. And then I'm like you guys, I think we put it on cruise control, so to speak, in the second half, did what we had to do to get the win. But first game of the year, that's not like Coach said. You really want to be teeing it up because you got 9 more to play. And you know what? I promise you, Coach White and his staff is not going to let that go unnoticed as they go into practice early this week. So the great thing is we're going to have the big Dothan Northview game next week. What a good move to have it early in the season. A couple undefeated teams. Go ahead and set and chart the course now from that point for the rest of the year. A lot of enthusiasm. Both schools, hear a lot of chatter already, and hope everybody will come out next week and see a great ball game. It'll be a good one out here.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's going to wrap it up for us tonight from Rip Hughes Stadium, Knowledge Field, where the Dothan Tigers defeat the Jeff Davis Volunteers by a score of 28-12 on behalf of Coach Harry Wayne Parrish and Jimbo Lofton on the sidelines, and cameraman tonight, Brandon Bryant. This is Mick Kirkland saying good night, and thanks for watching the Scenic Sports Network.
You've been watching High School Football Game Night, presented by Scenic Cable Network and Productions. Join us again next time.